I promise to obey and to keep to the black moon order in life and in death, Amaka declared. I now pronounce and bestow the power of the mother black moon on you. Go, go, go and excel in all your missions on earth. And don't forget to keep to your word and promise. Congratulations and welcome to the Black Moon Coven, where all your heart desires will be granted. A demonic laughter filled the coven. Now, let's feast on this blood before us. They laughed louder and started feasting on the blood of the innocent. After the meeting, Amaka got back home. She saw her husband, Emeka, awake, sitting on the bed. She was shocked and asked him fearfully, "Babe, why are you still awake by this time? I actually went to ease myself and check on the kids," she said defensively. "I've searched everywhere for you." "It's okay then. Please come and lay down with me," her husband said. 1 week after, Amaka got pregnant and gave birth to a bouncing baby girl. Everyone in the city were happy for her. Finally, after 5 years of childlessness, the heavens had smiled on her and her husband, Emeka. Emeka was the happiest man on earth. He rejoiced and celebrated the arrival of his newborn. In a space of 8 years, Amaka gave birth to 6 children. But Emeka began to notice something unusual about his wife. She always stepped out of the house every night. Anytime he questioned her about it, it's either she claimed she went to use the bathroom or claimed she went to check on the kids. Emeka's suspicions grew stronger by the day, but he couldn't fathom what the problem is. One day, he called Amaka and poured out his heart to her. Amaka immediately flared up and shouting and accusing her husband of not trusting and believing her. Emeka, on the other hand, thought maybe he's making a fuse out of nothing. He ended the conversation. Mysterious turn of events started unfolding. Anytime any of their child turns 10, the child will die mysteriously inside his or her room without the sight of the corpse. The day their fourth child died, Amaka cried and wailed. Her husband Emeka was so saddened and kept wondering what might be the cause of his children's sudden death and the fact that a corpse is always missing. He asked God, why is he facing this unfortunate incident? One day, he called his wife Amaka and said to her, "I want to go and find out these mysterious happenings in her home." Amaka quietly told him that she doesn't believe in anything but the Almighty God. She said to him to be patient, that God will see them through. But still, Emeka wasn't satisfied. One day, he set out on a mission to find out what could be the cause of this mysterious predicament. On getting to the spiritualist's home, she welcomed him to a woody stool. She said, "You are here because of the untimely deaths of your children and their missing corpse." Emeka nodded in agreement, looking shocked. The old woman continued, "Your wife is a full-core witch. She uses her children's blood to strengthen her witchcraft powers. Exactly 12 midnight of a day before tomorrow, a day after tomorrow, you will lose another child. Her powers are too potent. You have to act very fast before she kills you as well, because she knows that you are getting very curious, and she also knows that you are here. You have to be ready for the battle ahead." Emeka was shocked and scared. He couldn't believe his ears. As days and weeks passed, Emeka was nowhere to be found. Relatives began to get worried and queried Amaka about her husband's whereabouts. Amaka's answers were always, "I don't know where he is." Any of the relative who tries to comfort Amaka will end up dead with his or her corpse missing. One day, Emeka's elder sister Nneka comforted Amaka and promised to deal with her if she fails to reveal where her husband is, the whereabouts of her husband. That same night, Nneka slept and she was nowhere to be found. This grew the suspicions of the city. They all started whispering in hushed tones. Amaka lost her fifth child, the same way she lost others, remaining only a son. Then she visited the coven, pleading to let her only child live. After much deliberation, her coven witches granted her request only on one condition, which is she will have to get married to her only son right in the coven. Do you think Amaka will accept this deal? What do you think? Please drop your thoughts at the comment section, and please do well to subscribe, hit that notification button to get notified anytime I post videos, and please subscribe to my channel. Please, it means a whole lot to me. Thank you for watching, thank you for supporting me, and God bless you. After much deliberation, she agreed and get married to her son right in the coven. After many years, her only surviving child, Obinna, grew up into a young, handsome man, loved by everyone in the city, especially the ladies, who all wish to get his attention. Obinna has been into many relationships in the past, but all crashed due to one reason or the other. Every night, Amaka will transform into a very beautiful young lady and sleep with her son, Obinna. Obinna is always unconscious whenever this is happening, but when he wakes up, he will feel so weak and drained. Amaka doesn't allow any lady close to her son. She always chases them away. Her wish is Obinna's command. Whatever she says stands, and no one dare to conquer it. One day, Obinna and her mother Amaka was in a room. She moved closer to him, held his waist and kissed him physically. Obinna was shocked and said, "Mama, what are you doing? Do you remember I'm your son?" He said. Amaka charmed and manipulated him. Since that day on, Amaka no longer transformed into a young lady. She does it physically with her son. This goes on for many years. One day, Obinna met Emilia, a young, vibrant, beautiful lady. She was so stunning. Obinna fell in love for the very first time in many years. He started seeing Emilia secretly. Emilia had asked Obinna about his family countless times, but Obinna always comes up with one story or the other. The pressure from Emilia got so high that made Obinna consent to her request. Obinna took Emilia home to his mother and introduced her as his girlfriend. Immediately, Amaka flied up and chased Emilia out of the house. Obinna was heartbroken, but he couldn't do anything to help the situation. Amaka said to him after Emilia left, "Son, you are mine and mine alone. I will not share you with any other woman, not in this lifetime or the next. Come on, son," she said sedulously. "Don't you like the way I handle you in the other room?" She kissed Obinna on the lips, and the rest was history. Amaka do all she could to keep Obinna away from other women, including Emilia. One day, Obinna was coming out of a restaurant where he went to have a meal. He met Emilia on his way out. Emilia was shocked to see Obinna. She left angrily after the incident with Obinna's mother, and Obinna didn't bother calling her. After much pleasantries, Obinna took her to an hotel where they lodged to have a quality time. Obinna noticed his manhood wasn't functioning. He was shocked and embarrassed as well. On a second thought, he whispered to himself, "But my mother and I do spend quality sexual time together. This has never happened to me before," he whispered to himself. He quickly dismissed Emilia, making excuses of not being stable at the moment. When he got back home, he angrily called his mother with anger in his voice. "Mama, Mama, Mama." Amaka, who was in her room, was shocked at her son's sudden outburst. She said, "What is the problem?" Obinna replied, "Mama, what have you done to my manhood?" "Oh, I see. Is that what gave you the nerve to talk disrespectfully to me? Don't you know that I'm your mother? So you think you can sleep with another woman aside me?" she said, laughing mysteriously. Oh, my son, you should know so better. You should know better that I'm always one step ahead of you. She moved closer to Obinna and kissed him romantically on his neck. Your manhood is mine and mine alone. From now on, if you try getting close, an inch close to any woman, I will make sure she dies. She said. Obinna was shocked by by the revelation made by his mother. He couldn't believe his ears. He said, Mama, don't you want me to get married? Don't you want grandchildren? I'm not getting younger anymore, he said sadly. Amaka watched Obinna's every move through the mirror in her room. Obinna, on the other hand, got tired trying to free himself from her grip. He resorted to drinking to stupor and late nights. Anytime he tried being an inch close to any woman, the woman will end up dying mysteriously, including Emilia. Emilia's death made Emeka very miserable. He started drinking to stupor, keeping late nights, and starts to isolate himself from people. He only finds joy in drinking himself to stupor. He blamed himself for being the reason why Emilia died. He no longer satisfied Amaka's cravings. Amaka got very upset with this recent development.